Yeah, well, it depends on what race you are.
What race is the best race to learn how to shoot guns?
Honestly, to learn how to shoot,
Hello, hello.
it depends on what you would want to shoot.
What
Like
about
how
no
you would you want
good
to be accurate or do you want to look cool? Like
criminals
uh,
and ne'er-do-wells and lawbreakers? What's the best gun to shoot lawbreakers with?
the
And
best gun to shoot lawbreakers with. Probably like the old school rock slingshots. Get the fuck off my lawn.
you got a real AR.
Yes,
It's
guys.
Texas.
This man Hans is wilding. He walked in with that and he says, "Thanks for doing my podcast with that." And his hand. I thought he was about to say trick shooting N-word and just unloaded.
I was Kyle Rittenhousing it. I just had it strapped,
Yeah.
walking around.
It is fun though. Honestly, that's like a really sexy looking gun.
Yeah, you can pretend
Like,
to do anything with it that
yeah.
you can normally do with a gun, and you'd want to fantasize about doing with a gun.
Yeah. What do you
Like
fantasize about doing?
rounding corners,
Ooh.
busting through doors,
Yeah.
saving lives by taking lives, and
Sometimes it
then
has to happen.
getting to have sex with someone afterwards because
Yeah.
you did such a good job with a gun.
That does turn a lot of people on. Like if they see you with something and it's like and you do good with it. Maybe that's why like people are attracted to like what girls like attracted to like fishing or whatever. Like if they watch you catch a fish, like, oh my god, we should fuck. Maybe like they watch someone kill someone, you think they're just as horny after
Yeah.
or hornier.
Hornier or horny enough.
Women.
Women,
Yeah.
they get
Do you think
horny
guns
when they
make them
see
horny?
fish
Fishing guns.
or when they see you selling drugs on the street corner.
Yeah.
I'm
That
looking
is
at
facts.
racial. Sorry,
That
I'm
is
being
facts.
racist just because you're black. But yeah, I mean that's just like a way to survive in a different environment. That's like fishing
Yeah.
in the hood. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever the top
How
dog
would I
attractive
know?
thing would be. You lived
Yeah.
in the hood, right?
No, I've never lived in the hood.
Never?
I don't know what you consider the hood. Have I lived in a low income neighborhood?
Have,
Probably.
all right. Have you ever had um first of all, have you ever lived in a place where like the
Have I
houses
ever
weren't
lived?
separated by a fence or anything? It was just house, 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 house. You know? You just had, no fences.
I mean, I had a fence in the backyard, but not the front yard.
Okay. All right. That's close. That's close. And low income and neighbors who also were in low income.
No, they were in high income.
Uh-oh. Then I don't know.
I don't have to live in the hood to be a person.
That is true, but I do think every person should experience the hood. If that, like,
Why?
it'll teach you things. It's knowledgeable. You know what I'm
What
saying?
about like people that live in Sweden? Like, so you think we should always just go to the
Yeah,
lowest?
pretty sure there's some hoods in Sweden.
Definitely.
Yeah, like there's a dude who on YouTube who just
So
goes to
we
most
just have to
random
experience
hoods.
the worst thing possible to feel good about ourselves all the time? Or do you think we can like, learn how to be a person without having to go through the worst thing possible all the time?
Honestly, I think you have to go through the worst shit.
So then what
That's
about
what. Yeah,
people that go through the worst shit and then get destroyed by it?
you want it strong enough, get stronger.
Oh,
You know what I'm
nebulizer.
saying? All right, bet.
But that is
You
worse.
want the
That's
worst shit,
worse.
and you.
That's worse than just having someone weak that's around that can make you like cookies.
why is
Yeah.
why is cookies that what you went with? Yo, what's good, Nicholai?
It's alive, right?
I get what you're saying, Hans, but I definitely think I think it has to happen, bro. I think you have to for the care for the life content for the development of the character.
Wouldn't it be better if you could do the same result but without any poverty?
But you don't get the same result. They're like a lot of them hate it.
What if you get like 90% of the result without having to go through poverty? Like, what is the limit? Like, what is the limit of suffering that you're willing to have just to be better at basketball?
Fuck you. I'm already great. I'm better. Um,
You guys talking basketball?
we well, now we are.
Like, I think poverty is great, but it's like kind of fucked if your whole system relies on poverty to
Yeah.
produce talent.
Now that's different. That wasn't the question. It wasn't solely to produce. What the hell is this?
It's how Aubrey Hepburn used to smoke.
Oh shit, we like the fancy British bitches, the princesses and shit
Yeah,
from this
we're a
fuck.
bunch of fat.
I feel like this is some shit they would smoke out of in Princess Diaries.
My first joint. Very quirky.
Yeah. No, I was saying to Hans that I think everybody should experience the hood in some way, and that's how that whole conversation started. I think everyone should experience the hood, you know. And he was saying, why do like do we have to experience the worst things to like do we have to go through and experience the worst shit to appreciate our lives, or we could just or we could just it would be people would live the same lives, yeah, but that's initially what I was saying because we were talking about Switzerland or whatever, and I was like, they probably have a hood out there too, you know, like they got hoods in a bunch of fucking places.
Yeah, their hood's is only a 3 bedroom house.
I
You
think if
only
you're
have one out
trying to
there.
be a good basketball player, play basketball. Don't go really hungry and starving and have shootouts in your neighborhood.
You don't think that
That's also
helps?
a distraction.
Shootouts and you make shoot that's the scramble. You got to be elusive.
Depends on if you're trying to make a
You got,
Detroit Piston or a Stephen Curry. Because Stephen Curry had nice parents, right? He grew up.
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dell. Where I don't even. Where did he grow up?
Wasn't his dad a pro basketball player?
Yes. However, well, I
Oh,
mean, all right. That's different. That's different. That's different. It still happens. Obviously, you get the like that. His life was probably set up to do this anyway.
it's kind of like Hollywood. Like it's
But there's still you got to use a different example, Hans. That's not because you can't use the most privileged person. Like there's still people in the league who didn't have NBA parents and came from nothing and still made it to the league now.
Um, I mean,
Going straight to Steph Curry is cheating.
so why is it cheating? Because he's like a perfect example of that.
Yes. You can't. Okay.
this is like a conversation when you have like with a girl and you have come up with a perfect example. It's like, but not that one. That one is even that would even to count actually.
I think it's a good way to make awesome people. I just don't think that we should continue to do it too much.
Okay.
Because it's like for every one LeBron James is probably like 1,000 grandmas freezing in an apartment.
Why you think that's because the people don't make it to the NBA and they just use all their grandma's resources?
Yeah.
Just like just believe.
Yeah, somewhere in there is a grandma that could have been saved. But LeBron James just takes it all.
Yeah, what Hans is saying is some of y'all are just taking all your parents' resources and not gonna pan out. They could be using that money, and your career's not gonna. That's what you're saying right now. The people
I'm
are chasing
saying,
their dreams
yes.
in basketball.
Yeah, stop chasing your dreams. Feed your grandmas. Don't contribute to the economy.
Listen, she lived her life before you got there. She had her fun. It's your turn now.
Yeah, midsummer her off the fucking top of a ghetto. You guys just pass, but
Yeah.
Do you want to scoot in a little closer?
how far is his arm go?
Not that far. Don't change that. Don't. Can you not do that?
All right.
Yeah, just don't touch that.
This is the funniest thing ever.
I mean, I guess it doesn't go that far. I guess that's good because then Bobby's. Oh, shit.
Yeah. How do you just go this way?
We only got it to the ashtray once. You want to hold the AR?
Yes. Oh, I already held it. You hold
I like how I sit down and I immediately have a gun pointed at me within 2 seconds. I'm like, this would be a fun podcast. Just AR pointed in my fucking face.
it. You didn't acknowledge it at all either. I think that's the craziest
I
part.
looked at the barrel. I
I mean,
made sure
not to
that
grab it by the trigger.
Yes. Damn.
There's nothing in it. It's probably better to not have it out during a podcast, but I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
Definitely gives you clout. Let's the Redditors know what's up before when they're about to hit that keyboard. Fucking remember the AR, dude. Don't even fuck.
Where did you order this from, Hans?
There's some guy's a Kill Tony fan, and he made it for me.
Oh.
This dude made you this gun?
He bought all the parts and put it together. He didn't like make it.
Sent you an IKEA gun.
Grinded off the serial numbers himself. He 3D printed the parts, smuggled them in his asshole.
I think he's gonna be extremely happy that you're using it. But I wonder what he wanted you to use this for exactly.
I think you know exactly.
Like, Hans, you're out there in Texas with a lot of illegal Mexicans. I'm gonna send you this. Whatever you do is on you, brother.
Yes. The borders.
Probably.
Oh my god.
The border. What's your thoughts on the border?
Well, I was just laughing earlier because the two things that the Republicans don't like are trans people and the borders. So they don't like transitions of any kind, is what I was laughing about earlier.
Yeah, they don't like the in between. They're like, you're either in or you're out. If you're out,
Yeah.
you stay out. If you're in, you stay in. You have a penis, and stay in the country that you're from.
Yeah.
Don't change your gender, don't change your country. Everyone stay where you are and have the genital that you have.
Yeah, no, stop changing. Don't change.
That's
Everything's
hilarious.
fine. Everyone needs to stop changing.
That is what conservatism is, right?
You know, it's great.
Yeah, they're conserving
That
tradition.
sounds like that would for sure be Trump's next speech. Like if he had all the power, if he had real power, be like, all right, I won the election again. Everyone stop.
The only thing you can do is age.
Yeah, stay in your. That's actually that would be a fucking hilarious Trump speech.
You want water?
I'll take a little water, thank you.
You can drink it out of the Sugar Sean thermos.
I was wondering what that meant.
Is it a person? Is that merch?
You,
Sean O'Malley.
UFC. Oh yes.
Oh shit.
You said it's not a
He's a great
comic.
podcast. He's a friend of the show.
Yeah, he's a real nice dude, man.
Yeah,
Oh, is he the one with the wild hair? Who's not? Oh, okay, yeah, he's
he's the real deal.
scary, dude.
He's funny and he's strong and beautiful and
Do you love him?
creative. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could say I'm in love.
No, when he was here for the Kill Tony thing, the arena, bro, he had so much jewelry on, it was insane. He was actually on my episode of Kill Tony. He was the guest. It was him and Joe List.
What a weird combination of guests.
Yeah, yeah.
Arguably the opposite fighter, Joe List.
Speak
That's
to
hilarious.
the fighters.
Yeah.
Journalists, we must have you speak to the jock.
It was the most random episode ever, but it was
Journalist
so much
is
fun.
gonna be our liaison.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe List literally doesn't have a chin, as they say in fighting.
Yeah, he's gonna get knocked out pretty quick. But maybe fighters like that because then it's like, oh, you're just not a threat. All my defenses are useless against you.
Yeah.
I'm used to fending off rear naked chokes. I'm not used to some guy that's gonna be like, oh, while you're choking me out, you're kind of a pussy. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just spins it back around and with verbal jujitsu.
Yeah.
Actually, this is that you're gay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Whoever said that probably never got stabbed before, I would say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's before death squads in Central America and assassinations and Lumumba being assassinated.
Yeah.
And the sword's pretty mighty.
I've never swung a real sword, but it looks so cool in every like show that I've ever watched.
What if you could have a pen sword?
You mean like a Percy Jackson one where you clicks it and it becomes a real sword?
Yeah.
That, honestly, I would buy that. But two,
I
maybe.
love your cultural references.
I thought that's what you brought up.
No. I'm
I'm in a different
thinking,
world than
like,
you, I guess. I don't know.
What if you could combine the pen and the sword, and that's how you get the UFC and Dana White? He has a penny sword. He's a swordy pen. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to turn into the pen or the sword. I think you're supposed to use it.
Yeah.
So he's got the pen in one hand, the sword in the other. The UFC guys are all sword. That's the good thing about UFC is you get animals. You're just like, we're gonna breed animals that are humans. And you get the best stock or whatever. Just have them fuck each other. Ronda Rousey, fucking Travis Brown. That kid is gonna be crazy.
Crossbreeding like pets.
Travis Brown is like a fucking Hawaiian.
Yeah.
He's just tall and really big.
What is the Ultimate Fighter? If you could Pokemon bred them together, if you had your druthers,
John
What's the ultimate
Jones
one?
with Daniel Cormier's body.
I was
middle.
gonna say,
You picked your
that's
dudes?
funny.
Yeah.
That is the Ultimate Fighter. Two dudes, two X
Gay, that's what the
chromosomes.
gays are here for. The gays started coming around, and then we got the UFC. Coincidence?
Yeah. Are there any gay
Marriages
people in the
legal.
UFC? I don't watch them every day.
No, not really.
There's gotta be.
No, there's not.
No.
Not openly. There's got to be buys in there for sure.
But they don't talk about it.
Yeah, or else they'll beat you up. I don't think we're supposed to talk about it.
That's it. That's Dana's rule.
They never get far enough because they don't mind losing a little bit. You know, there's part of them that doesn't mind losing.
That's so homophobic of you to think that gayness is associated with losing. Maybe it's not as testosterone
Yeah, you
driven.
guys want to win too, man. Yeah.
I've
Your
never been
record's
to a
on the
fucking
line.
drag show.
He's the #1 contender. He wants to.
I meant more specifically in the sense of when it comes
Getting
to
humped and dumped.
get into a wrestling match with a man.
Oh
that you might
no,
lose a
you
little bit on
have me in
purpose.
side control.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I lost. Whoops.
I don't think that they get turned on by that. I think that they're in fighting mode. And
You're still
just
getting
in
punched an elbow to the face.
gay sex mode.
That is true. It is absolutely true.
I'm gonna look it up, man. There's
Gays
not
in the
one.
UFC. In the UFC,
Yeah.
We do have the rainbow merch over here.
huh?
It is very odd that there's been such a like I think we've lost sight on it just because it's so normal because of Rogan, but it's like there's such a marriage between fighting and comedy, which is like what a strange two worlds to have like
What do you mean?
intertwined.
Fighting and comedy.
Well, that like the fact that you like know that you would not think those two worlds would connect at all, and there's like a huge overlap now because of Rogan.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like
just like a
associated.
alternate universe. It's like, what if fighters watched comedy?
Yeah,
Because of course, comedians watching comedy were like, "Oh, look, real men, wow." But fighters being like, "Yes, the intellectual arts. We must soften ourselves for the comedians. They are fulfilling their role in society as I am."
yeah, we're artists. That's a word I'd use for comedy probably. Art, soft
Yeah.
artists.
Right. You're right. It says there are no openly gay players. I mean, do they call them
Hell yeah.
players? I don't know if they call them players.
Fighters, they call them
Where's
fighters.
that?
It would take away a lot of the shit talk because all the shit talk is pre-fight is just being as aggressively homophobic as possible.
Oh, dude, yeah. When
Mm.
I wasn't big into it, but back when McGregor and Mayweather were fighting, that's when I used to watch the stuff that he would say. McGregor was like, "Oh man,
This guy's got a book bag. You can't even read.
dude, that shit." He was one of the best shit talkers I've ever seen in my life. It was so entertaining.
I would watch just a compilation of that even over fighting probably.
Oh, just them talking shit to each other.
Shit talk highlight reel.
It has to be the good ones, though. You know, not everybody can cut a good promo.
Yeah, a lot of them are kind of bores. A lot of them are kind of extremely have head injuries.
Yeah.
Just making nonsense. They have a dementia. They're making nonsensical shit talk.
I know what he said. Have you seen Conor McGregor talking shit and Nate Diaz is like, my whole crew will whip your whole crew. So you're playing touch butt in the park with that dork?
No, I haven't seen that one.
It's funny.
No.
They're on MSNBC and Nate Diaz is like, what is this, the Money Channel? Why am I on the Money Channel?
That's the dude. Him and his brother are fighters.
Yeah.
Is that the skinnier one or the bigger
Yeah.
one? Okay.
It's the younger one, I
Yeah.
think.
That dude's badass. Apparently, everyone in Florida loves him. I think he's from somewhere like.
He's from Stockton,
What-
California.
Oh well, I don't know. He was.
Yeah, he embodies the spirit of a true Floridian.
Bare knuckle box.
Yeah, shirtless fighting. Yeah, are you trying to be like more into fighting?
Not really, but it's just like I didn't give a fuck about that in Florida, but it's just the people everyone cares about it here now. So I mean,
Yeah.
you learn more about things because now we're around the obsession of it.
Yeah.
So I hear more. You know, I don't know why you.
It's what every sport is pretending to be.
What do you mean by that?
they're like, "Oh, I can beat you with this ball. That means I can beat you up." Like, you just beat each other up.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a UFC fighter and a football player,
Yeah.
you're gonna be more afraid of the UFC fighter.
I don't
And
know. I don't know about that. Some
same
football.
size, same height.
Nah, dude. If a football player is like fucking like Ed, if I see Ed Reed or any safety back there,
You can't make it about
Charlie Clark.
size though.
what do you
'Cause
mean? You just brought up the size
yeah,
immediately.
no, yeah, UFC versus football. I like football players can run into you harder, but UFC fighters will get you into a pretzel and make your like butthole, like, they'll show everyone your butthole. Like football players.
That's where your mind goes immediately.
Well, what's the most like pull your dick out?
Oh
They
my
know
god,
how to like manipulate your body. Like a football players just
that was crazy. Why? That's what you're afraid of.
Oh no.
Oh my god. This cash bananas.
So that's what you're truly afraid of, huh? So now now we know why you like. That's what you watch.
Nobody can see my butt. My secret butthole.
That's an
Nobody.
important thing you
That's
guys
where I
take
keep
for
it.
granted.
That's where my Bitcoin cipher is.
It's my purse, my Bitcoin purse.
It
It's my
opened.
butthole.
I think it's. I mean, it's equal. It's how quick of a death you'd want because each would be instant death.
Yeah.
Any type of professional athlete, a professional ping pong player could kill me at an equivalent size.
With the ping pong paddle,
Oh my, yeah, can you imagine?
getting spanked by one of those guys.
Yo,
Right
that
back
would
to
be
the sexual
crazy.
humiliation once more.
That would be crazy.
I,
Jesus, I what?
I never really got the sexual humiliation thing of just like getting
Mm-hmm.
spanked or like dick out, people like laughing at you or whatever.
Wait, you never got spanked as a?
Not like just the whole fetish of like
Oh,
humiliation.
I thought you meant as a kid.
We're talking about spanking with the paddle and the dick out and showing people the butthole and that whole porn category and fetish.
Like that?
I don't think so. I've never done it though. Never been humiliated.
Yeah.
Besides just performance wise.
Oh wait, you're saying you are the one getting spanked. I thought you were thinking about like spanking someone else,
I
like
spanked
you
somebody
being the
else for it.
spanker.
But it wasn't like humiliating. I wasn't like, yeah, look at show everyone your fucking ass. Terrible little ass. You fucking freaking.
Well, what's the worst thing that a dude could do to you then? That's gotta be up there.
Showing everybody your tiny little dick. Oh, dude, I ice plunged yesterday, cold plunged yesterday. That went through my mind for sure. Showing people my tiny little dick post cold plunge. Because you have to do it in the locker room. You have to public humiliation yourself. It was brutal.
Yeah. No one's I don't know. I don't think I've ever thought of that in my life.
Well, have you thought
That being a
about being
fear.
humiliated, like out of like getting beat up in public or some man bested you?
I mean, but that's happened. You lose fights sometimes. It's in public, you know.
Isn't that the
But
worst thing?
yeah,
What's worse than getting beat up in public? Just like
I mean,
hands fall down.
yeah. The best times was when the internet wasn't around. You know, so it was like elementary school and stuff. So if it happened today, that would be horrible.
Yeah, you can't really do like I fucked him up too. You can't spread that lie anymore.
Yeah, somehow every street lamp has cameras and shit.
Yeah, we're all fucking the panopticon now. We're all just narcs.
I don't know.
I miss World Star. I miss all those videos. I don't.
Great era.
Maybe I've just fallen off the algorithm, but I feel like they used to be more common. Is it because people think they're being filmed, or are those just still fully out there and I'm missing out?
Well, it's still a thing. It's not as big. It's just they're way more. You know, we have everything on our phones now, so we don't need to go to a website. It's just the same thing, but they cover news. They cover
When you
black
say
news.
we, are we speaking for the black community or overall, like as a race?
I just,
We just go to our phones.
yeah. The whole community. Yes, because that's how World Star pretty much got popping. But I don't know. It was a big thing for a while, and now they just cover like stupid media.
It's just like TMZ type.
Yeah, just done pretty much stuff like that. They like but
Yeah, it was always funny going on there, and it'd be somebody getting like knockout gamed, and then they'd be like, "And check out this new rap video we're sporting." Like, and you're just like, "What? What a weird combination of things." We're music promoters, and you can watch the knockout game.
no, I've never actively looked at those.
Really, never had a morbid curiosity. Never made a mistake on LimeWire or Kazaa and accidentally downloaded something horrible.
No, the earliest that I remember that was like middle school when they were finding out. I don't remember the name of that group, but when they were just cutting people's heads off on YouTube.
That group.
Yeah, I don't. I was in middle school in the computer lab.
Fixing the damage from the cat.
Oh, the cat fucked it up. Oh, there it is.
And we're back.
Hey, oh
Check,
man,
check.
is that a Fire Festival shirt? Like the Fire Festival?
Yeah, I got it
Wow,
on
you.
Amazon.
I was gonna say you paid for that festival. You were gonna go. You went. Were you paying for
No,
that?
no.
Oh, okay. Oh, the cat fucked it out.
Do you mind if my girlfriend joins?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a shirt I bought because I watched the thing on CNN. I was flipping through the channel in a hotel and I saw this documentary about it.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh my God, if I have that shirt now, that'd
yeah,
be so valuable. And then I look on
yeah.
Amazon and they're selling this exact shirt.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's in the Ukraine colors. It's just how they've designed it. So
That's
this
what.
is an authentic vintage Amazon purchase.
Shout out to Bill. You know he's out of jail now. He's out of jail, and
The guy that did it?
yeah, and he said he's planning Fire Festival too.
Damn.
So
Who's gonna fall for that again?
I mean, you're famous now. You could go this time. You can get sponsored there.
I'd love to go. Thanks for reminding me about that.
Yeah. All right.
What's your association with festivals? Do you like festivals? It seems like you do well in a festival.
They're the worst. I don't like really big, uncontrollable crowds. I don't really go to a lot of music festivals and stuff like that. I hate it.
But what about all
People
the
don't shower
bitches?
and shit.
And you can
I
have
don't give a fuck
status,
about the bitches
and
out
you can
there.
use your status.
Well, mate, when I get to that point,
I feel like you're really good at converting power into sexual favors.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been trying to get better, actually. Thank you for saying. Thank you.
Shouldn't
My
you
game's been
just
more.
use your natural skills like a hunter and the fucking
You have any notes on it for him?
Yeah,
No, I think it's great. I mean, it just seems like
yeah, but I don't have a lot of power. So the fact that not yet anyway. So that's what I'm working on next.
yeah, that's what keeps you from becoming the next Michael Jackson or something.
What power?
Yeah, just fiddling little boys or something.
Oh, okay. I feel like you have to
Isn't it funny? Like the most famous black child molester first turned white.
yeah. So that's really on y'all. That's not on
Yeah,
that.
something about turning white makes you a child molester.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to fuck up his side of the street. He's like, I don't want these black people. I gotta go over.
Yeah, it's like I have a horrible secret. I'm a child molester. I gotta turn white.
Yeah, he walked out of his last like bleaching appointment, held up to his skin like one of those paint swatches.
Yeah.
He's like, finally, I can indulge.
That honestly might be the game plan. If anything ever bad
Yeah,
happens,
you
you
did,
gotta
you guys
commit and turn white, become a whole different person, but the same person.
have the decency to turn white before you start molesting. Be like Michael Jackson.
Respect the goat.
If he did it for the culture.
Yeah, I think today's Michael Jackson, Drake would do that. You know, I could see him turning white at some point in his career.
Isn't he half white?
I think he's Jewish. Is that the same thing as being white?
I mean, there's a long storied history of this question. That's what you should ask. How long do you have? No,
Yeah.
it doesn't go
Yeah.
watch to an hour and a
I
half.
think he's Jewish and black, but maybe people be saying that's black and white. I don't know.
Jewish dad or Jewish mom?
His dad's black.
Uh,
Drake's dad's black.
so then he's Jewish. Yeah. He got hit. Didn't his like dick pictures get leaked and shit? And he has a huge.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, he is fucking. I'm sure everyone's making the same jokes, but he's that fucking everything. That's fucking unfair.
I didn't watch the video. I'm too straight for that. But I don't. I boycotted that out of respect. You know.
But so you don't watch normal porn? There's dicks in normal porn.
Nah, I just edited it out.
Yeah. I use it. I blur it. Japanese only. Just only translated for me.
Yeah.
Only erotica I read. You guys fuck with AI porn yet? You tried that shit?
No.
Dude.
Is that porn with humans or is it two robots fucking?
I mean, again, long story question. It's like generative. They like make using like
Custom.
yeah, using the technology that everyone has already that like they have the guardrails on that one. You can go to like use copies of it essentially that don't have the guardrails and are just made for like make generating naked pictures and videos. It's fucking scary.
You can create the perfect porn.
Yeah, whatever your mind desires.
Yeah. Like a
Just
thought baby. That's kind of crazy.
just fucking come every day. Like your AI just adapts to you, like your YouTube algorithm, and you're just every day just like,
That has chatbots built into it already. It's like you build your girlfriend and then you can like talk to it.
yeah.
Nah, I can't support that. Niggas gotta go outside.
Go
Niggas
outside.
gotta go outside, touch grass, you horny niggas.
Go be poor somewhere,
Yeah,
and that'll be good
once,
for
once you
you.
get to the AI port, you're doing too much, man.
Well,
Go
I think it's good.
socialize.
The better the porn gets, the harder it is to convince people to bomb a country that they shouldn't be bombing. It's like, why would I do that when I get so much satisfaction from the porn?
I don't
And
think
then you
that's
have an unmotivated workforce that requires propaganda.
how many bombings do you think were stopped because of porn? I don't think that's the number one motivator.
Of love? Of like, I don't want to bomb this Middle Eastern babe right there. She's a thotty. And it's like, no.
That
I
is
will let her live and watch her from the skies. There's
That
probably
is
some
kinda
dude
crazy.
watching some Middle Eastern
You
woman
said
just bathing.
our soldiers are out in the war, but they have pretty privilege, so they're
All the uggos are dead in the Middle East. That's why they're all hot.
Oh my God, Middle Eastern girls are hot.
Yeah,
It,
just not the hairy ones.
it does seem the countries that are at war do have like the hottest girls.
But
Ukrainians.
how would you
they
know?
have-
Like Saudi Arabia could have the hottest girls, we just never see them.
Yeah, that's why they're hot now. They're like, we're not gonna share this with you. Are you crazy?
I know. Where are the Saudi Arabian fashion models? How many are we missing out on? Miss Universe isn't
That is crazy,
comprehensive.
bro. Girls, they're living a whole other different fucking world over there.
I just want to see Miss North Korea, and she's just some girl in pigtails, and then all these other people are supermodels, and she's just like like a normal girl,
Yeah.
just embarrassed for her stupid female body. Love seeing that. No, just kidding.
She's just plucked out of the harem. She's plucked out of Kim Jong's harem.
The hottest North Korean.
I think they have to say that legally.
Well, they'd have to come up with a wild lie about winning it too, obviously, because they couldn't take the L, so they'd have to come up with an
Yeah.
equally insane lie to be like, no, we actually won the universe. We got the hottest ones. And they'd have to bring a bunch of like ugly versions of all the other countries to be like, no, see, she is the 10 actually. Because you've never seen a 10 before, we brought in a bunch of 4s to make it look.
Look at this white pig.
Yeah.
Everyone throw your celery at her.
It's just like Chelsea Clinton and see, she is.
It's Lena Dunham.
Yeah. No, this is the American Miss Universe, Lena Dunham. That's
They're eating all your food.
Yeah.
This could have fed 7 North Koreans. Or 1 Lena Dunham. Do you have your tour dates on your cover photo for your phone?
I do not. I have no tour dates. So, thanks, Hans.
Burn. What is it? You got like a Bible verse?
No, it's my New Year's resolutions for
You
2024.
have like 17 New Year's resolutions.
Have 11. All right, there's
Damn.
11 of
I don't even have one.
them. You can make one right now. It's not too late.
Yeah, I resolved to ask you about this. What's your general theme of the 11?
Number one is get funnier.
I mean, there's only 10 commandments.
Yeah, I had to one up it. I had to go above and beyond.
So, what's the funniest thing you could do right now?
Um, what kind of question is that?
Well, it's such a vague goal.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
just be funnier.
Get fun. Yeah, it
Get
is.
funny or die trying.
Just to get funnier. I don't know. I don't know how that. I think you just work and do what we do, but
The more you
that's number
pursue it,
one.
the more you pursue it, the harder it is to be
Yeah.
it.
And then the last one, number 11, is meet Madison Pettis.
Is that
That rounds out the list.
is that a underaged person?
No, she's the same age as me. I don't know.
Like 27.
I'm 25. You thought I was 27? Thanks, Hans. I tried to figure out how old you were. Hans got a call earlier, and then I guess it was a spam call, and then they go, "How old are you?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm gonna find out how old Hans is." And then he goes, "I'm old enough to fuck your mother," and then hangs up the phone. And I was like, "Damn, I really wanna know how old this guy is."
Well, he's at least 18 now. You know he's at least 18.
Yeah,
There's
that's literally all. I don't know. I don't know much about Hans. I just know some things that could be true. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you could Google it, probably.
You think I could Google how old you think it'll tell me the truth?
I don't know.
I feel like it's weird
probably
Googling
kinda
your age and I'm
conceited.
looking right at you.
Yeah. Well, it saves me a step. It makes it different. I don't want to have the same conversation
Yeah.
over and over again,
Not
so
fair. That's fair.
I just make it about Google.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why that people think that I'm a certain age and think certain things about me, and I'm
Yeah.
interested to find out what it is you exactly think about me, because that's
Yeah.
important, that to manipulate how you think, feeling.
Wow. Well, I thought you were 29. That's what my guess.
29?
Yeah.
I'm going about my age. I'm going older.
How old are you?
You're
I'm
pretty young.
34.
34?
34?
Holy shit, you think I'm 34?
I think
Damn.
you're 30, 31.
31?
Yeah.
Oh my God. 31.
Well, I'm sticking with my answer.
27?
No.
29?
Yeah.
30 to 31 to 34 to 29. What a bunch of numbers. What a great,
Yeah.
great
Age reveal, then
age range.
then dick reveal.
I don't know. It must be. Is it cool Googling yourself and you actually pop up?
I like how it's
Me,
like
no. I actually hate it.
Yeah. The fact that your name works like that is cool. I don't think it's gonna be so hard for me to because my name is Bobby Brown. I have to it's also
just
see
says-
3 other people popping up
You're
no
gonna
matter
You have
what.
to add
Is-
the comedian to your name.
Shows up. It shows Tony Hinchcliffe's age when you Google my name.
But not yours or his.
It says I'm 34.
Is it wrong?
It's correct.
Oh, so you were right.
I'm known for making a joke about Matthew Perry after he died.
That's number one.
Oh wait, that's the one that made the New York Post.
I was born on June 1st. I thought I was born on May 31st.
That's pretty sick that they get your birthday wrong.
Yeah.
You got it one day wrong. Maybe that's my actual birthday.
Yeah, you just don't know this about yourself.
I Googled it.
Your family was
Mom,
Your family was lying to you your whole life.
they're like, you were born at 1 a.m., but it's close enough. And it was your mother's birthday, too. It's my mom's birthday, so maybe they fudged the numbers a little bit.
That's
Told
funny.
me a lie my whole life.
So they all didn't have the same birthday.
You were crowning, and they're like, close enough. That's kind of sick.
They're like pushing me out.
My girlfriend's Chinese, and she just doesn't know her birthday because she was a one-child policy adoption. So she just has a random arbitrary birthday.
Wait, what is
What?
What does that mean?
They still have
One child?
birthdays.
Well, she just doesn't know it. There's
How,
no
what did they do to those poor China
Well,
women?
they pull up like literally the parents rolled up in China for the adoption like after all the paperwork and money, and they just like opened a fucking truck like "Tut, tut, 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 tut," and then there's just a bunch of Chinese children. They're like, all right, pick them out.
Oh, they were refused, or they were thrown away.
Yes, the girls.
And so they were like, here's a bunch of babies that a Chinese person worked
And then
really
she went
hard
to
to make.
America.
Yeah, kind of a cute, huge fucking come up. Better than rural China. Whatever.
Yeah, she kind of danked out, low key.
There's no way her brother's doing better than her.
Yeah, she
Not
for
even
sure
What is
got
she
the best
doing?
end. Being free, having free will in America.
Yeah,
You don't think there's Chinese rich kids going to universities and colleges in America?
that's true.
That's true, but the girls in China are, I don't know, not having a good time. I heard.
Well, yeah, I mean, what do you think that is? Propaganda or I mean,
I wonder. I always wonder what it's actually like over
they're
there.
they're poorer than America for sure.
Yeah.
But maybe it's more exciting to be on a come up team than like a fading empire.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, we should switch sides. We should actually, we should take a little leap.
Isn't it so
Like how
sad that
it's like how everyone came to Austin for comedy. Yeah, and just left
we're all
on
going to
hang out.
China?
Yeah.
I'm going to start my own comedy club in China.
You have to, like, get all your jokes approved first. Just gets rated twice a night.
Yeah.
Like Lenny Bruce in like the 40s. You just like say something. Someone that'd be really funny when like every comedian thinks they're oppressed here, and then to actually do it in China and just instantly get black bagged. Camp.
They get finally a hard days of work in a shower.
Yeah, they get David Goggins just forcibly against their will.
Yeah, that's the thing about being in a oppressive country is like, you get a workout. You have to be on your toes. It like
Yeah.
kind of makes you like be in the moment.
Head on the swivel.
Yeah. So do you think like America has caused more harm to the world than good or more good in the world than harm?
Do you mean our world?
The world that we're living in.
Which dimension are
Yeah.
we talking about?
Yeah. From our perspective here in America, I mean, I think the benefits of it are more good.
Yeah, the benefits are good.
Like from our side of the story, I would say for sure. I'm not happy they did everything they did, but I've had the opportunity to have a really good life.
But maybe this is like the norm. Like it's nice that we have a nice life, but like what did we deserve and what could we have had that we're prevented from?
That is true, but we're always gonna, yeah,
This is good enough.
yeah.
You mean
I'm
like
having a great time.
you mean political system wise, or just like purely
Just
how we use our
material,
power?
money, wage, theft.
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah, because you're kind of an interesting case because with living in the van before you had that perspective, and then now, did that change you politically at all? Like your come up?
No, I'm still a communist.
Okay, yeah, that
Can you
makes
put
sense.
it close to your mouth? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I think my
Um,
headphones are hot, so
oh, okay, yeah, let me turn you down.
yeah. Check.
Is this here?
Yeah, a little up there. Perfect, thank you. Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we should take care of the poor and being poor is not like a great thing. And
Yeah,
I think like that's all a country should do is like keep people from being poor. Like there should be a bottom.
I condone this, yes. As someone who has been broke for 24 out of my
Like
25
America
years.
is such a great country, but like
Yeah.
the way that it treats its people isn't like better than any other country. It's probably worse.
I know very little about politics, but I'm on the side of every time I see that we gave money somewhere that wasn't directly to me, I got pissed at this country. On the millions that every time they make a new announcement. Um, but yeah, every time I see that, I'm like, motherfucker, send that to me to the hood. What the fuck?
Yeah, we should send more money to the hood.
Drake. We should
Who
be like
doesn't
Drake.
love the hood?
Send that directly to
You
my
know what
Wells
we should
Fargo
do?
account.
Yeah, you know how they gave money during the pandemic?
What?
Why don't we just start doing that? That would fix everything.
Do you actually believe that? I can't think of
Yeah.
anything interesting.
I think that would also help a lot of things too.
I'm pro
I
UBI,
think
but do you think capitalism is the best way to get enough money to give everybody enough money, or do you think communism will get us there?
I think that we need to stop. We just need to chill.
Just overall,
Yeah.
we need to chill.
Yeah, there's nothing more to gain.
It's
We're
true.
just rearranging things.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the nicer iPhone, but we should really just chill out and discover what we're gonna be in the future after we get to a sustainable place and then have Star Trek and then space. Space. We should do space.
I really did think that we would have been like just casually going to space by now, though. Like,
How old are you? 25?
yeah,
Oh my God, that dream was dead long time ago.
really?
Yeah, space. We stopped going to the moon in like the 70s.
It was, I don't know, dude. It was just a thing, bro. Back to the Future and all that shit.
What is
I
there
love it.
though? It's like we could go
We could
there
make
and make
something.
Mars like slightly better than like the Antarctica, but it's like we could just stay here and chill out. Like it takes so much work to get people up there, and
Yeah.
we're
So
so
you have to want to go, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I don't know.
I can't wait till we can get submarines up in there and we can just have nuclear powered fucking things just floating around.
What's the opposite of sub? Like, what means over? Like,
Subpar. What's the opposite of sub? Sub-zero. There's no positive. It's just normal.
Yeah.
surplus? I don't know. Yeah, I'm anti-space travel pretty heavily though. I think it's stupid and boring. I think people who think it's like the great frontier, I think they have lazy imaginations if they think space is exciting. It's just a different rock. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? You're sitting on a different rock doing the same shit.
I think this is the end of the human race. We can do robots. Robots can go there for us and tell us what's there and pretend.
You
We
think
can
we're
do
the last
VR.
generations?
Feels that way. Everything is falling apart and the world is a horrible place.
You are giving way more reasons why we should leave. Everything you just said is why I'm saying let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go actually build some shit out there.
Okay, let's go through the
Y'all are on the fuck it, let it implode with us on its side.
Yeah, let's go to the place with no atmosphere. That'll be easier probably.
But in like 100 years, somebody gonna figure it out. It's gonna be a little Einstein nigga inventing shit there too.
No, Einstein was in rural China, so he never got. He was a Uyghur. He got genocided. He never got to feel his
Oh my
contributions.
gosh.
I don't know. This space is boring.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could do some other shit, but that was just, you know,
It's like
I was
the
giving us
best
the
we
lip.
can make Mars is like the Gobi Desert.
But again,
That
we
we can
never
just
know. You never know until you know. Like some shit might pop up next to us that's closer to Mars tomorrow, and that shit might
I
be a
don't
little.
think so. I don't think that's how
That-
space works.
You think it's like Zillow? It's like, better prices might come along. You don't know. You gotta refresh.
Some shit could pop up. You know, we know it's aliens and shit. They could move their house next to our house or some shit. And say, hey, here, come right here.
I don't know. Do you? I feel like psychedelics are more of the frontier. I think the psychedelic realm, or that's a lazy way to say it, but I feel like the next technology is going to be around consciousness, not around going to a different rock. But
I
maybe I'm
don't know.
mistaken.
I mean, I get it. You know, I know now that we're never gonna really get that far. It's not gonna be open to the public, not in our generations, because niggas couldn't even build a submarine network to go somewhere properly. So we got to figure out the sea
Hi,
first.
come on in. Sure to.
Is this live or are we pausing, Kenny?
I think we're just going.
Nice.
This is
Okay.
how it goes. No, not at all. I can't believe that. First of all, you being 34 shocked me. I thought we were the same age.
Thank
I
you.
just assume that everyone who I meet is the same age as me.
It's definitely depressing being 34 in comedy. It's starts to feel weird.
That's
It's getting to the place where it's starting to feel weird.
No, that's closer to the age where, you know, everyone's making their best work, bro. That's good.
True. But it still is ultimately telling dick jokes to strangers and stuff. It starts to feel a little peculiar if you're not having wild success.
Yeah.
Because even moderate success starts to feel odd, you know.
Like what do you mean by that?
It's a little uncanny sometimes just to be like, I don't know, you're talking about your pain to strangers.
Yeah.
And then you go,
Heyo.
what up?
Yodeling.
How you doing?
Shaw.
What are you snacking on? I met you like 6 times.
Got me. Have you really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
It's Bobby Brown. He's often at the sunset.
I don't think this thing's on.
Not often there.
Is it
but
on? Is
I'm
it-
actually there Saturday,
can
the
hear
Florida
it.
Showcase. You guys should come. I'll be there performing.
You should come to my show, The
Where are
Blacking
you
of
at?
It,
Yeah,
on Wednesdays.
on Wednesdays.
Double
Meet
header.
people. What?
That thing.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
There's a headphones.
What's your name?
underneath.
Hey, I'm Nicholai. How are you?
Nickel?
Nicholai.
Nikolai, this is my.
Wait, did you say Nicole? Is Hans doing that episode finally? We're gonna do one of those? We're doing a trans up now.
Nikolai?
Yes.
Nicole? Is that your trans name?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, are you finally doing a trans episode? Confronting it?
Yeah, we should do a trans episode.
How do you do that?
You just transition. We could all be girls. So what do girls talk about? Um, we could talk about dating and like the way that people are like in the day-to-day life, like at restaurants and bars, any interesting experiences in social life.
You could talk about periods and cramps and childbirth.
Well, Hans, you had a couple of those.
Your mic is
Childbirth.
really loud. That's a good thing. It's just good. You have a very powerful female voice. It's good that we have a female voice balancing it out of the dudes. But yeah, we could talk about periods and cramps. But yeah, any crazy things happen at the open mics recently? Anyone acting weird?
Uh, there's like a dude who's weird at Creek a lot. He's just there.
Don't name
It's
names.
just for okay. I don't know his name.
What's his general
He's a nice-
demeanor?
He just gets drunk, but he always sits on the he will sit for the whole mic, until 2:30, 3 in the morning. He will sit for the whole mic on
Like
the
an
corner.
audience?
Yeah, yeah. He's not a comic, but he will cheer for everything after a certain point. And I
Yeah.
think that's fun to know. I just started going there, but it's always supportive because when he's the only one in the crowd, it's like, oh, everything's killing right now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyone weird at the open mics recently? You mean fucking everybody there? Like, what? Have you been to Christian?
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to be so different and special, and they're like, I don't talk in a normal way. And when you have everyone talking in a weird way, then it's like there's no common basis of
What do you mean talking in a different way?
Normality.
Like tone
Like,
of voice?
no, like, oh, I like to bring up weird things. Let's do an improv exercise now. And some people,
Like everyone's trying to be too fucking funny and weird in conversation.
yeah,
Yeah. That is strange. When people try to force it way too hard because they like
Yeah.
listened to Come Town once or something.
yeah,
What if a Jew was gay?
Hey.
Like, we weren't talking about that at all. That's kind of weird that you brought that up.
yeah. Too riffy, or people that are just like giving you nothing because they're like, I save it all for the stage. This is an important part of.
All right, now, yeah, dude, yeah, you about to do 3 minutes, buddy.
You're a lucky duck. They don't even turn off the TV for you.
Oh God, dude, I've had to do a show where they just played those two TVs right behind me, and it was the playoffs. I thought they were gonna shut it off for the comedy show, but it stayed on the whole time. Like they had the game going right behind me while I was doing my set. Nobody was looking at me. It was the most awkward shit. One TV I understand, but there's one on this side, and then me where the stage is, and then the other one's right here. And they were like, "All right, guys."
Can you get that mic off that
Yeah,
fan?
they were
Thank
doing,
you.
they were like, "All right, guys, now we're gonna have a comedian," and everyone was just glued to the TVs.
It was a playoff game.
Yes, it was the.
You could just
That-
commentated it.
the worst.
Yeah,
You
that would have
think-
went better than how it went for me.
You think anyone's ever playing football and then like a stand-up comedy open mic pops up and then like, oh my god, everyone's watching the open mic. Nobody's watching us give our lives. For this ball.
I mean, if Hans Kim walked in for sure, that's what would happen. If you're just at the Super Bowl and then just
Stop
do a sh-
gassing
do a
me
set.
up.
Yeah.
It makes me suspicious. Like you're gonna take it all away and insult me so you can get your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna America you. That's my plan.
America's a good country. We just are misguided on a couple
Yeah.
continents.
Misguided on a couple.
It's interesting that you're like, we're just slightly misguided. You're like, oh, how do you differ? You're like, Actually, I believe in a completely different political ideology than the one this country's founded on. I believe in communism. Oh yeah, we're mostly good. I believe
Well,
in
don't you
the
think
opposite
America
thing.
is so easily hijacked by special interest groups and small minorities of people because that's how the system was designed?
I do. I'm definitely not like some pro like flag waver. I just question sometimes whether if communism would do better necessarily at those things, given I don't think it's like less susceptible to corruption or interest groups.
Yeah, I mean, I would just like to see a more democratic version of what we have now.
True. I'll take that. Letting people actually vote would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was real.
We shouldn't be able to control the nuclear power plants and decide what temperature the reactor should be that morning. But
Everyone just wakes up and votes together.
like the 4chan
God.
people get together and they all
What temperature we want today, guys?
Yeah.
Fukushima temperature.
But I think we should be able to maybe decide that maybe tax returns should be done by the government and not by TurboTax into it an H&R Block. A thing that doesn't have to exist. And there's a whole fucking industry.
Yeah.
It's just so inefficient at best.
I've never gotten a good tax return. The most I've ever gotten was like $134.
I got $50 back this year.
Damn.
Wow.
That's kind of a lot.
That's the government being like, here, have a dinner. Have one dinner on us.
Yeah, you can
Living.
eat for one night.
Have shroom gummies. Also, can I comment on how casually people just do shrooms now and how much that's changed in the last like 2 years?
We're taking way less than like a trippy amount, you know? Like you're not taking like 4 grams and tripping balls. They're just like chill.
Just having a beer.
Yeah. Just having a beer and a
I
shroom.
feel like that's worse. You're just giving yourself the drug in smaller doses every day, so that you don't want to.
I do feel like it's harder for me to be happy now because I'm like, ooh, you know, I've just fucked with my happiness for so long by taking shrooms every day.
How long have you been doing it every day for?
Not every day. Whenever he gives them to me. He's the drug provider.
He's also the gun provider. He made me hold this, guys. I didn't want.
I just noticed that. That's scary.
I remember you were looking for the formula earlier and how to get the power. Guns and drugs.
Oh yeah.
Those are the two things.
Yeah, I mean, I think weed and mushrooms, I mean, mushrooms, like, just because we consider them as harder than weed doesn't mean they are. Like, maybe some cultures, they do mushrooms before weed, and mushroom is just, like, not even a significant thing to them.
I would say it varies very much depending on the dose you're taking. You know what I mean?
You can trip the fuck out on mushrooms like you can't on weed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think I'm
Well,
pro
sorry,
legalization.
guys.
Sorry, what?
I accidentally did incorrect drug information because mushrooms they have a higher ceiling than weed,
Yeah.
but in small doses.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. It does feel like less sometimes, especially then like a heavy. I worked at a psychiatric emergency room in Denver during legalization, like when all the weed stuff was happening, and it's constantly just tourists coming in who are just taking like entire chocolate bars. You know, they would just hit the fucking dispo. They get like 100 milligram edible, and just some mother from Atlanta would just lose their fucking mind and have to come into the emergency room to get calmed down.
Yeah. That must have been fun.
Yeah, just hearing people scream when we handcuff them to a thing.
Yeah.
Stop yelling. Chill.
You're only high.
You're just high. I have actual crazy people to deal with. Fucking calm down. Here's bad.
Yeah,
They-
that's
they
what's gonna
still suits
happen.
me, the whole psychedelic realm, all that shit. I can't fuck with that yet. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. I think everyone should do what they're comfortable with, and what you decide is what you're comfortable with is probably what you should be doing. Your brain has like a way of telling you, like, hey, trip out a little bit. Like when I was young, when I was 18, I was like, I need to do weed. Like that was like important to me
Yeah.
because wasn't getting enough happiness in the school slash study life. So I was like, I need to be counterculture. I don't know why I felt like that, but
What was the stigma on weed when you were in school? Was it like everyone was okay with it, or was it like
Yeah.
like a rebel thing?
I mean, no one did it. I went to a Christian school, but it was like we all knew that all the propaganda was false in high school and middle school.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like a weird thing.
What age were you when you were like not into God? Like,
I would have done it like 17 or 16, but I did it in college freshman year, which I think is a good age to wait because I think people that do it too young can get fucked up. But
Yeah. My first time was I was 15 at school. And I used to not really fuck with weed at all, but now I smoke pretty much every day. It's too much. I used to think it was bad, and now it's just drinking.
I mean, some people take Lexapro every day and it's not good for them, but I think some people need it because they're dealing with a lot of trauma, maybe.
What's that character development we were talking about earlier? If they didn't have it, you think they'd still be perfect.
I don't know. I think I stopped smoking weed for it's been like probably 2 or 3 years. Like honestly, the only times I'm high now is in situations like this where I'm just around comedians in a small room. And
It's
just
so social. Like not doing drugs makes you antisocial
yeah.
because then you can't go out for drinks and
Yeah.
people aren't comfortable with
Yeah,
you being sober.
I feel like me not smoking cigarettes makes me miss out on a lot too. Because like people be
Yeah.
smoking, people would go smoke a cigarette together somewhere, and I got asthma. I can't smoke cigarettes. I'm like, damn, I don't. I'm
Just pretend, just
Yeah.
bring out like a fake cigarette.
I just want to be around guys. I'll listen to the
I just,
conversation.
if you smoke, drink, smoke weed, do mushrooms, you can join any social drugs. I mean, you're not
Cocaine.
excluded.
Or gamble.
Cocaine.
Cocaine is the ultimate social one. You
Yeah.
become instant best friends.
It's like
with
you
people.
can't talk about it to other people without sounding crazy.
Yeah.
You
Like
do like a
it's
secret
it's in the moment.
together, you
Yeah.
know? Sorry, I interrupted you, but it was
Yeah. Don't do that.
it was
What are you on
delay.
cocaine?
No, I was backing up what you were saying. I was saying, like cocaine has that like extra level of it, where like you have that thing of like just being in a joint rotation or something, and you're instantly friends, just because like you're breaking bread together, essentially.
Yeah. We're in this together now.
Yeah, it's just that very human kind of mammalian thing of like, all right, we're imbibing
Is
the
it
same thing.
Texas that does it a lot? Because I feel like I've done it a lot in Texas.
Yeah. I mean, well, I've never been around it so much back in Florida, but here it's like everyone does it. So
Yeah,
it's
that's so funny. They're like, I buy American, but then you buy cocaine. Like, that's funding the worst kind of people as close to us as possible. That's bad for your local
Ooh.
environment for sure.
Yeah, support local, get mushrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the fucking legalization of weed really fucked up the cocaine and Pablo Escobar shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it reduces like opiate rates, right? Like opiate overdoses, where there's like legalization.
Yeah. So you're saying that once you legalize drugs, there's more overdoses?
No, I think if you legalize weed, there's less opiate overdoses because people
Oh,
can
yeah.
use it.
That's smart.
I'm for legalizing everything. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah.
I'm down to
Everything? You
everything.
want everything to be legal?
Yeah,
Even
legal.
guns?
Yeah.
What's the first thing to
Even-
go? I would say guns are up there with like fentanyl.
being illegal.
Yeah.
Well, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Was there like 300 million guns or
Guns?
something?
I mean,
Yeah,
they did it in Australia.
it's true.
Yeah.
Just start taking it away and guns break down. The only guns that are going to be left are like antiques that have stood the test of time.
Muskets.
People are going to be killing each other using Old English.
Yeah.
Bring back dueling. What do you get? You know, when you just get hit with a gun and even kill you.
Duel.
Oh, fuck.
They don't have.
Like lock stock.
There are no more good duels anymore, man. Dueling today would be hard.
Yeah, just full clip.
Yeah. It's 10 paces, bro. Fuck you. I've had enough of this shit. Back to back.
Drone battle.
Yeah.
Xbox controllers.
Oh shit, they should bring drone battles. Is it like collision or is it like missiles or like guns? I would say collisions. Just try to blow right into them.
Like a battle bot in the sky type thing.
Yeah,
Aerial battle bots.
put a gun on it. Why not?
I mean, you have both the components to try this. You could make this dream a reality.
A drone gun. There is a drone gun. Have you seen the video? I've shown you. Okay. It's a gun on a drone and it goes boom, boom, and it like pushes the drone back.
Oh shit.
But I mean, once you
Is
get
it
that,
is it accurate? Like,
um, is it accurate? I don't know. It was just like
was
a
it
quick
shooting a
YouTube.
target?
It can be accurate. All you have to do is have a sight on it and just move it up, move it up. It just takes trial and error.
That's niggas are getting too dangerous. The casual person is just getting too dangerous.
Yeah. Have you seen that little sci-fi short film about drones that are like that big and they land on your forehead and explode a tiny bullet that only kills you in your little brain? It blows your brains out.
No. What the fuck? They
It's
have
like, and
those?
they can have a swarm of them. This is just a hypothesis. Hypothesis is like a science short film. But yeah, I mean, they could definitely do that.
What was the end of it?
It's like whoever controls the swarm controls. And then it just shows the last person living, and it shows like a fucking drone spotting it. It's like, you're fucked.
shit.
That's horrible.
But yeah, I mean, we have nukes already. It's like we could have killed ourselves if that's what we really wanted to do. But hopefully the forces of good won out.
It'd be cooler if the tiny drones did like mind control instead of like shooting through your brain. Like I feel like there's better use of like
Yeah.
creating a swarm of drones to.
Why do you gotta blow my head up?
Yeah, don't you want to use my body or something?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's green.
Yeah, a woman
Yeah.
would suggest mind control as the form of it.
Like that's way better than just murdering them.
You can stalk them to see if they're cheating on you
Yeah,
on drone.
that's funny. That type of drone stuff does make me wonder sometimes why there's not more like assassinations. Because you think the bar to do it is getting lower and lower.
We're just going to be investing in armies, and our drones are going to be fighting above our heads, and we're just going to be talking to each other like, oh, yeah, we're at war right now. Our drones are.
That would be preferable. Just kind of
Then
like proxy
why?
battle.
Yeah, why have battles at all if it's like at that level? And then we spend all our money on it.
That's like interesting though. Like instead of like losing people, you just lose a bunch of your fucking money. It's like a big
Yeah.
fuck you to the government.
I bet that happens, like Russian and like American oligarchs, like, hey, we're at war.
Yeah.
'Cause those are similar.
Like, wait, are you sure? We're at war again? Wasn't that 20? No, it's back. We're doing it again. Ah. That is.
The money would probably be more important than the people to them. Like they just had to like spend way more money on like automating everything and people didn't have to do it. It'd probably stop having wars.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Yeah, if you can't push your arms deals anymore, it doesn't really have much of a purpose.
Yeah.
It used to be more gentlemanly before total war, right? Like at the turn of the century.
Like Napoleon era?
I think so. I think a little later than that, though.
Like Civil War?
Yeah, like Civil War and up to like, I guess like the 50 years after that. Like total war was a concept that like evolved because it used to not be that you just went full in all the way and like no matter what and to inflict maximum damage at any cost. There used
Then
to be
we
a
had
time-
alliances. Alliances are really what killed us.
It's working together that destroys us.
Yeah, it would have just been Serbia and Croatia fighting, and then it got
Yeah.
whatever it became. But the Germans, they had to be stopped.
Yeah, I would agree on that one.
They were just going crazy. But yeah, I mean, total war is crazy because now you have like world wars and everything explodes. But back in the day, it used to be like America fighting southern states or like France. But France was like all of Europe, so I guess like it was still like a lot of alliances back then too. But like Rome, I mean, they took over a lot of shit.
I guess that's why they took everything because they had that like rich history of all forming alliances and playing that like war game. And so like when the rest of the world got globalized, they're like, well, we've been right on top of each other for fucking ever, so we're ready for this shit.
Yeah.
And everybody else wasn't used to that type of
Aggression.
maneuvering. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Do you think you're prepared for a raid if someone just tried to raid Texas right now and take us over?
Oh my God. Texas would be a pain in the ass to take over. It's a pain in the ass to drive through, like, to get anywhere. You just have to control so much area.
Yeah.
You could get in here through the southern border, but you couldn't.
But it take
You
over.
could take over 35, but taking over 183 would be a pain in the ass. That's the people's highway.
Yeah.
That's what everybody here dreams of happening. or an adversary occupying them, like World War II of Poland, just
I
waiting.
mean, if the homeless people banded together, they could probably rise up, yo. They could probably take over Texas.
Yeah, we're just gonna send our homeless people out first, test the waters.
Cannon fodder.
Yeah, dude, the amount of shit here.
Yeah.
This is probably the hardest place to take over.
But
You have this.
Yeah, this small arms, uh, and all the illegal shit. There's more illegal shit here than any other state, I bet.
Really?
Like
Oh, I just haven't seen it yet.
tanks, illegal tanks.
oh shit.
Where do you think, which state do you think has the most illegal tanks? Florida or Wyoming? I would say Texas is up there for sure.
Florida and Texas gotta be neck and neck.
There's so much space here, you could hide a tank.
I haven't even thought about that. Now I'm just gonna drive past houses and be like, it's probably a tank. You know.
A flamethrower. There's more flamethrowers here, probably.
I've never seen one of those that wasn't on the internet. That would be cool as fuck, though. If we're on 6th Street doing a show and then outside there's just the dude with a flamethrower walks by, that would be badass.
It should be illegal. You can carry a gun. Why can't you carry a flamethrower?
I didn't think people think about stuff like that. Who would just wake up and get a flamethrower?
Texans.
Who would walk around with it? That's dangerous.
Open carry flamethrower. That's gotta be a Google search.
How
What's the limit of open carry? How far does it go?
much kerosene can you have?
It sounds like a Carlin bit, honestly.
Those fucking horse cops would be fucked if a nigga just brought a flamethrower to 6th Street, yo. What are you gonna do with your fucking horse? Woman? Come on now.
Just bring back World War II era battles.
Just
Get
get it.
cavalry charges into flamethrowers.
That would have been so dumb. That's perfect. They could just blow up your car because you're not in them. So now y'all can't get back to the cars. If there was like 3 people with flamethrowers on 6th Street at the same time, yeah, that would be rap.
Going for the high score on mass shooting with a flamethrower. Just locking everybody into those 3 blocks on 6th Street.
I would apologize. I'd be like, "Yo, we sorry, man. Whoever
You
did
know
it."
how hard it is to burn brush? Imagine trying to burn human beings just over and over again.
Think it takes a while.
Yeah. It's like barbecuing pig with a flamethrower.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get it all cooked in one squirt.
Just hit one of those pedal cars on the way by, dude. Just fucking.
Everyone would just have to jump into that dirty ass river out the end of the corner.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
Everyone stop, drop, and roll.
That
If
would
they
be the most
spread out-
disgusting stop, drop, and roll. That street is dirty as fuck.
Dirty with sin, that fucking place.
Stop, drop, and get AIDS.
Just open needles and gum on the ground. Fucking.
I like how you put gum in that list. You have AIDS plus ew,
No,
gum.
Dirty
We're trying to
needles
shoot it
stuck
there.
into the gum so it sticks up like a fucking bungee pit of AIDS.
Yeah, the Vietnamese traps.
AIDS traps. San Francisco would be hard to take over without getting AIDS.
Yeah, they have they got all the berserkers there.
Yeah.
The homeless berserkers with all their drugs, ready to go. Our front lines. What would be who do you think would get taken over first in the country? First and last.
Probably like I don't know. Like Connecticut.
Even
No.
They probably got some shit out there.
They got guns. They got a lot of
probably got
rich
some-
people.
Yeah. They probably got some people. That's
But
probably
those
like,
people would surrender first. Like, I don't want you to bomb my home. Here, take it over. I will salute Hitler.
Why are they Australian?
They're blue bloods. They have the transatlantic accent.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, they're like Switzerland. They just become a neutral territory immediately.
Yeah. I guess that's what Switzerland is. There's a bunch of rich people that are like, we don't have to do this. That's what the uncivilized, brutish countries are for.
That is a good move, honestly. I'd prefer that over the occupying other countries, ideally.
Well, they still benefit from it. They like do the banking of all the evil shit.
Really?
Yeah. That's how they make their money. It's, like,
They were in control of that? They're like the Iron
Yeah.
Bank in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they're like a step above the Cayman Islands.
The chocolatiers, those motherfuckers.
Haven't you
Bro.
seen Wolf of Wall Street? He goes to Switzerland.
No, I've never seen it before. Who's that?
This guy brought up a fucking Percy Jackson reference. And doesn't know Leonardo DiCaprio's.
Oh, no, I know that dude.
That's because he's fucking 10 years old. He doesn't know fucking shit.
Yeah, what kind
No, any
of
references. Martin Scorsese? No, but I do know Percy Jackson.
Wait,
The
is it
Olympian?
is it old? Is it?
No, it came out in like 2016
And
or
it's a thing everyone knows. Just
Yeah.
not me.
Just like a really popular movie.
There's probably people on your YouTube comments who agree with me. People haven't heard of this.
I don't think so. I think everyone's seen it.
Yeah.
Who's the girl in
pretty
it?
popular. The Barbie girl
Yeah, what's her name?
from Australia.
Margot.
Yeah,
Margot Robbie.
yeah, she's Leonardo DiCaprio's wife, I think.
Yes. It's a
Damn.
giant movie.
All right, I'll check it out.
You gotta watch it.
Acting like it's some indie 8.
Don't worry, guys. I'll leave my IMDb review. I got you.
Yeah, support my short film, The Wolf of Wall Street, starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
Damn.
Should we bring Quaaludes back? Those look like a fucking good time. Have you ever done Quaaludes?
No,
What is
they
it?
do look fun though.
I don't know why I
Yeah.
turned to you, the person with a lot of
I
noise.
don't
making.
need-
They're like the ultimate, like, sedative.
What
Have you
is
done
it?
them?
No.
So it's like Xanax.
Oh, it's a pill.
Yeah.
It
I don't know what it
sounds like a
I've never done
liquid.
it. It sounds like
That's
Tums.
yeah.
Quaaludes.
That's a
That's
look. That
good.
sounds like a
Tastes like
liquid for
Tums.
sure.
Yeah, it turns out it was just like kratom, and they were all tripping out. No, I heard Quaaludes was crazy, but it's like, I think it's like a opiate. I think like fentanyl does it better.
Does it better?
Yeah,
Kills you.
killing?
Yeah,
if you get the right dosage, fentanyl is great.
gets done with the whole thing real quick. Put a nice little bow on it.
Yeah, let's get rid of the. We gotta go. Like when you get caught with fentanyl, you're like, shit, do the whole thing.
That's how. Isn't that how?
Well,
I'm pretty. Isn't that how Juice World, whatever? He was about to go on a plane or something. And just took all the pills because someone like snitched on him or whatever. I don't know, but that would be a horrible way to die. You can't just do all the drugs at that time.
Yeah, fentanyl is not a good drug to carry around with you.
You're not gonna go to jail, but you're gonna die on the drive home in the car.
You want to just carry enough fentanyl for a quick snort. Everyone's carrying around a thimble full of fentanyl.
Yeah, just do a little bit if you're gonna do it, Hans. I love you. I don't want you to do it at all, but just do a little bit if you. Yeah.
If you're doing coke in this city, you're gonna do a little bit of fentanyl by accident. It's gonna happen. Little hair of the dog, little flavor, just a taste.
Pinch of fentanyl.
Yeah, like when they describe things on the back of like food packages, just a hint of.
A whiff. A light dusting, a coating of opioids.
Meth's a good one because it's pretty fucking hard to overdose on. So you could slam it all before.
How do you know this?
I used to work in a psychiatric emergency room.
Oh,
Meth.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a lot of.
So y'all were like giving people, the doses that people could take before, like without dying.
Well, meth you can just kind of keep doing. You're not really gonna, die. You can die from withdrawing from alcohol, but you can't die from like meth or anything really, without really trying to.
It's one of the
The
hidden.
Adderall is totally safe. 100%.
Yes.
It's probably not good for your brain.
It's amazing for your brain. It's like your brain's like working out all day. It's like pumping the weights.
Really?
Yeah, that's Adderall.
Like brain steroids. Well, you love meth then.
If you love Adderall, Amazon recommended.
I don't know. The Adderall is kind of a lot. I'm like, I can't even imagine doing something way stronger. Sounds like it would be stressful.
You probably think you have control of the fucking world.
I'd feel like a genius.
That's what I have heard from people. Because first of all, to your point of like doing it all before you go in, there was never any extra meth. Like you never found any meth from people. But to the other point, you
Look,
do,
that's their first reaction.
yeah, because they're like, oh, ah.
Yeah.
But there's like you talk to people whose life is in absolute shambles on meth, and they're like, I'm in control. I'm doing it right. Like they never are like, oh fuck, it's falling apart. Like you just do meth, and you're like, I want this to happen. I like this overpass. This is where I want to be. This
That's kind of, they're all aligned. They're like, even though I don't have much, it's what I want to do. And that's something we could all learn from meth heads.
just gives you super good gratitude.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
why,
like a great office worker.
yeah, somebody could be slotted into an office. It's perfect.
Yeah.
We should fill up the Google sale building.
This
Get it or lease.
is an untapped resource.
If this was Seattle, it would do that. They would, they would
Hook
chop
them up
Chaz
to a hamster wheel. They should generate electricity for the homeless.
and turn it into Bitcoin.
Let's have them all on bikes on downtown.
Yeah. Why are we not tapping into this? Pay them 25 cents an hour. You can beg while you do it.
That would be a crazy source of that. Like, imagine if there's
And you can just have like a power station. You can charge your phone here thanks to the homeless.
you giving them phone charger powers is crazy.
You
We need to build these, like the city bikes in New York, but just have them stationary and hooked up to like a tower.
someone pulls up with their Tesla and they're like, come on, run, come on.
Faster!
Yeah.
Your Wi-Fi goes out. You go outside to see what's wrong. Hey, man, you're not kicking hard enough.
He's just like, oh, dozing off.
It's like a hamster wheel, but the drip is fentanyl.
They're chasing it.
That would be crazy. I can't. I don't know. If that was an option, would you like if it
Buy a homeless.
yeah, if the city came to you and said, "Hey, man, we could either keep giving you guys power, or y'all can have these 4 people right here."
Yeah, $80 a month for electricity, or you pay a one-time fee or 1,000. You get the whole homeless person.
No,
Long-term investment.
it's 25 cents an hour. It would take so much longer to amount to that.
I've been
But
wanting to
you
invest
have
in
to feed them.
2024. I'm going to buy 10.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we should get them homes and education and turn them into functional members of society. And we can capitalize on their energy later, but right now they just need help to turn into something useful later.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I agree. Yeah, I mean, seems straightforward. Yeah.
There's a place in Austin that they have like a bunch of little tiny homes, and they like will invite you if you're homeless to stay there, and you like work for the community. But they charge like $1,000 a month, so it's like kind of a sham.
They charge more than the people get paid.
Yeah,
That's like how much I pay in rent.
I feel like you go into debt like living in this community, but
It's like
supposed to help.
it's like the
Job.
factory system in Detroit where you like worked for the company and lived in the company thing and shopped at the company store. You're just doing it all.
That's jobs. Let me just pay you enough for you to just keep coming back,
Mhm.
keep having to work here. We're not gonna pay you too much now.
So, what about unions?
What is that?
It's where people come together in a company and say, you got to pay us all $20 an hour, or else we're going to all quit together and your company is
Oh, the
gonna...
stick up.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love. Yeah, I would love to be a part of that one day. I've always wanted to be a part of a coup. Like
But it's not a coup. It's like how the system should function is with the threat of labor walkouts, because otherwise it's just all capitalists trying to maximize profits.
yeah.
So you need the pushback, or else they're just going to take everything.
So you think that's the best method? You think that works?
Union, yeah, the threat of labor walkouts, and they can threaten, withholding pay and making
Yeah.
you penniless
I
and
mean,
poor.
that got like the pilots and all that shit a new deal when they were all threatening to stop working. At
Oh,
one
the traffic
point.
controllers.
Yeah.
and
So I mean,
Reagan's.
if your job's important enough, it'll work. But
Yeah, but
not
they
every.
failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the traffic controllers threatened, and then he fired them all, and he hired new ones. And they're like, whatever, we don't need you.
Then I was talking about like the pilots recently.
the
Yeah,
pilots.
recently when they were saying
A stick up.
stop working. Yeah, like when everyone bands together, it's time to stick it to the man. The
Yeah,
boss, the bad guy.
there should be more of that.
Yeah. Who should we stick up?
First, the healthcare companies and the finance companies, they are a parasite upon our society.
And whoever taxes is, we should get them niggas too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
us. It goes back to us.
Yeah. Whoever it is that is leveraging these taxes on us, we should go for them. We should take our roads to get there. That's what we should do.
Shit should just be the price.
I think you want to call it a podcast? You want to end it, or you want to keep going?
I'm good. Whatever you.
I'm officially accidentally high, which is nice. Thanks for the freebie.
One extra riff. What do you think about the immigrants across?
I think some of them are fine. We should let those ones stay.
Based on what criteria? Race, gender? Go ahead.
Hey, you know.
So you just want to up the beauty of America.
Yeah, we need to.
What
There's a
about
lot of
what about the muscles? What about the strong and the capable and intellectually creative? Like, hey, if you're good at the Rubik's Cube, we want you here.
that's what you consider strong.
I mean, what do you think? Like,
Okay,
I
all
mean,
the Rubik's Cube guys in
the
the odds.
Rubik's Cube guys are intellectually strong. They can contribute to our economy. Or maybe like, hey, if you know, like Fortnite or Minecraft, you have extra Minecraft abilities, or you're good at, drone simulators, you could fight in our army. We should be picking like the most useful Mexicans and hiring them here.
We pay them in V-Bucks or whatever instead of
Yeah.
normal money. I'm kind of the opposite take. I think we should take the worst of them. So they take the worst of our jobs and not our good jobs.
Yeah.
We only let in the absolute worst. Has anybody
So we can
used this
feel
before?
better about ourselves
Yeah, exactly. Like,
instead of these super Mexicans just making us look ugly and dumb.
yeah, you ever work with a Mexican before, dude? They do laps around you. It's a nightmare. I don't want that shit. I already gotta compete with robots. Now I gotta compete with immigrants. That's two harder working groups than me, man.
Only retarded Mexicans.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, oh, I did as much work as a Mexican today.
Yeah.
Okay, should we end it?
Sure, sounds like it. Guys,
Thanks, Hans.
thank you for having me.
High as fuck.
Alamo Draft House every week.